Filipina tennis star Alex Eala out in tight semifinal at ASB Classic. Olympic medalist Wang Xinyu broke Alex Eala's stride in the semifinal of the ASB Classic with a 3-set victory over the Filipina tennis star on Saturday, the 10th of January. Number 4 seed Eala enjoyed 2 straight-set victories to advance to the semifinal against the 7th seed from the People's Republic of China, but seemed to lose some of that momentum once she stepped onto the hard courts in Auckland, New Zealand again. Eala was down 0-4 to start the opening set, but managed to rally back to eventually take it 7-5. She was less fortunate in the following sets, which ended in tightly in favor of Wang, 7-5, 6-4. After 2 hours and 48 grueling minutes, Wang came out on top to secure a spot in the final on Sunday, and now becomes the first Chinese player to reach the singles final at the WTA 250 tournament since 2012 winner Zheng Jie. It was the first time that Eala and Wang faced on court, the latter struggling with injury the 2 previous seasons. Wang will now face either Ukraine's Elina Svitolina or USA's Eva Jovic in the final. The 2 tennis players will compete in the later semifinal, and are also facing each other for the first time. So close yet so far. Alex Eala's grit and glory at the ASB Classic. In the early threads of the 2026 tennis season, under the bright Auckland lights at the ASB Classic, a story unfolded that was equal parts inspiration, heartbreak, and unshakable belief. The kind of narrative that sticks with sports fans long after the final scoreline fades from memory. At the center of this story stood Alex Eala, the 20-year-old Filipina prodigy who has become one of the most compelling young players on the WTA Tour. Known for her fierce left-handed swings, athletic court coverage, and unshakable fight, Eala came into the ASB Classic not merely to participate, but to conquer, to push the boundaries of what Filipino tennis has achieved on the global stage. A week of momentum. Eala's journey in Auckland began in confident fashion. With each match she played, the rhythm of her game found deeper harmony, her strokes cleaner, her mind sharper. In the early rounds she dispatched seasoned opponents with the poise of a rising star ready for breakout, and that's exactly what she delivered. Against Magda Linette, a respected veteran of the WTA Tour, Eala executed one of her most commanding matches, adjusting from previous losses and securing a decisive 6-3, 6-2 victory to seal her place in the semifinals. It was not just a routine win, it was a statement, "I'm here to win." That victory was more than a ticket to the Final Four. It was a demonstration of growth and resilience, of lessons learned turned into immediate execution. And as the crowd roared and fans back home lit up with pride, Eala's focus never wavered. She knew that the next hurdle would be tougher. Much tougher. The semifinal, a battle of will. Standing between Eala and her first WTA final of the season was Wang Xinyu, a tenacious competitor from China whose blend of power and precision posed a formidable test. The match that followed was nothing short of a tennis epic, a confrontation where swing for swing, point for point, each woman fought not just for victory but for belief. From the outset, the tension was palpable. Wang grabbed an early lead, forcing Eala into a defensive posture, and at one point led 4-0. But for every setback, Eala had an answer. With impeccable ground strokes, smart net play, and an unbreakable spirit, she stormed back to win 7 of the next 8 games, snatching the first set 7-5. The crowd felt it, Eala felt it. She was in the rhythm. This was her match. The second set was a microcosm of everything this young star has cultivated in her career. Tenacity, tactical intelligence, and the ability to seize moments. Trailing early, she fired off a series of precise serves and crushing baseline winners that lifted her to a 5-3 lead, even earning a match point at 40-30. Yet, in a cruel twist of fate that defined sport's most dramatic chapters, Wang saved that match point, kept her nerve, and ultimately turned the tide to take the second set 7-5. By the final set, both players were locked in a brutal physical and mental duel. Wang surged ahead with a commanding 4-0 start, seemingly poised to clinch victory. Eala, battling through cramps and fatigue, the result of nearly 3 hours of fierce competition, kept clawing back. She fought back to 5-4, burning every ounce of energy left in her young but storied frame. Still, Wang's relentless determination saw her serve out the match 6-4, ending Eala's ASB Classic bid in one of the season's most thrilling semifinal duels. Beyond the scoreline, lessons etched in fight. For many, a loss in the semifinals might spark disappointment. But Alex Eala's reaction was a different kind of beautiful, one of gratitude, reflection, and fierce optimism. So close yet so far, she wrote after the match, capturing the sentiment of her entire battle, not just the final score. In the caption of her Instagram post, she expressed appreciation for the hospitality of Auckland and the spirit, Wairua, of the event, a theme that resonated with respect and deeper personal meaning. The world watched a young athlete push through boundaries, defy expectations, and show that performance is as much about courage and heart as it is about points and sets. In many ways, this match was the perfect metaphor for where Eala stands as a player. She can dominate seasoned opponents with authority. She can battle through adversity and reshape momentum. She can rise to challenges, even when the odds are stacked against her. And just as importantly, she can inspire millions, not by always winning, but by showing how to compete with dignity and spirit. What this means for Filipino tennis. Alex Eala's identity as a Filipina tennis star carries a weight deeper than rankings and prize checks. She is not just a competitor. She is a trailblazer, a beacon for a nation where passion for sport is matched by the hunger to break new ground. Her recent achievements have already rewritten history in Filipino tennis, reaching advanced stages in major tournaments, cracking into the WTA Top 50 ranking, and demonstrating that players from the Philippines can stand toe-to-toe with the world's best. The ASB Classic was another chapter in that narrative, a testament to her skill, ambition, and relentless work ethic. Parents who watched from living rooms thousands of miles away saw something new, a role model who proves that dreams seeded in humble beginnings can grow into global triumphs. Young players who might have felt limited by geography or resources were reminded that opportunity and hard work can converge on the biggest stages. And for Filipino fans, Eala's journey is a source of national pride, a reminder that excellence doesn't arrive fully formed, but is sculpted through daily effort, resilience, and courage in the face of adversity. Finishing strong, what comes next? Even as she packs up her rackets and heads toward Australia for final preparations ahead of the Kooyong Classic and the Australian Open, Eala's run in Auckland will follow her, not as a near-miss, but as fuel.